Yo, what is up, guys? ShinobiEevee here, back again on another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to be talking about the new, well, not the new, the return of the Thousand Year Blood War banner for Yuha, Aizen, and of course, your boy Junior Sai Yamamoto. Just gonna be going over some things with the banner, if you're summon on it, if you're new or anything like that, or the valuable characters. Just going over the banner in general, just in case you want to get one last summon done right before Thousand Year Blood War. Though me personally, I would recommend just save your orbs because July is literally, not even kidding, 28 days around the corner at this point. So we're getting there. So without further ado, if you guys do enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's just go ahead and get straight into this. So, as we already know, the main ones that, everybody should be aiming for, like top three: Aizen, Yama, Yuha. Aizen, who is pretty much good in all content, but he's really there. He's just really good at for shielding. Then Yama, who's good in Brave Battles, he's good in Guild Quest. Like, all three of these characters are just strong as all hell. Like, the strongest Thousand Year Blood War characters we've seen in a long time since we got the Ichigo and the Ryu and everything like that in the chat. So, these three are the main ones you want to go for. But outside of these three, you got Jugrum, who's really good in Brave Battles. He was my first one I used. Then you also got, this Toshiro, who's pretty good. And even this Nemu, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff from. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what we got going on here. And yeah, so with Yuha, we're just gonna go over real quick. So he's mostly there for, of course, Brave Battles. He's there to get rid of that Brave Battle invincibility. Killer is Captain, which is really nice. So there you got that. He also has that damage taken my 16 soul trait, which is nice. He has weakened duration, poise, sprinter +1, flurry, debilitator for 5 seconds. He has guard break, which is really nice. Brave Battles, last ditch survival, which is nice. And then on top of that, half stamina only, decreased damage taken -50%. And on top of that, Berserker +50, Enhancer, which is also really good. Ignore Brave Battle invincibility, which is really what he's there for. And on top of that, he has a booster as well. And then for Brave Battles, only increase normal attack damage when an enemy or ally is KO'd. So not bad there. So he's really there to be a tank, but he could also do some pretty crazy damage. And he's just there to get rid of that Brave Battle invincibility, and he's just a counter to a lot of what's going on in the moment. Like, you got Ishin, you got Jugrum, you got Tsukishima, Yama, you got Kenpachi. He's basically a counter to all that kind of stuff. And on top of that, he's a counter to just most Soul Reapers, so must have, in my opinion, unless you have something to counter it. Like Macy, who can basically just one-shot him right from the jump. But if you don't have him, then he's must have. Like, he's everywhere at this point. So nothing new to go over for that. But next up, we got our boy Yamamoto Jinsai. He got Quincy and Hollow Killer, which is understandable, depending, because this is Thousand Year Blood War. So Quincy and Hollow Killer makes sense. But even without the Captain Killer, this man has the strongest Soul Bomb in the game. So he does dodge hollow damage 50%, Sprinter +2. He has Havoc +20, Berserker +40, Bombardment +1, weaken damage to weakened enemies +40, which is nice. Weakened defense, shared complete in status immunity, which is really nice. Frenzy +1, debilitator for 5 seconds, damage to burning enemies +40, Marauder, and a status element spiritual pressure boost +80. So this man is a freaking, like, he's a freaking nuke, if you want to say it, bro. He's basically a nuke, and his soul bomb is, as of right now, the strongest soul bomb that I think we've seen in the game. So must have for that. And he's really, really good in Brave Battles, as well as, like I said earlier, Guild Quest, and even just regular farming content. All around, he's just a must have. Even if you only have him 1 out of 5, must have. And then, of course, you got your boy Aizen. Used to be the strongest technique character, but then Toshiro and Ichigo took that spot from him. But even then, he's still a really, really good unit. He has a killer for a Ron card, which is nice. Then he has a bruiser, 100 damage -50. Then on top of that, he reads all affiliation dodges, which is nice. Fire duration -100, sprinter +1. And this is where he really gets his good stuff. He got a bruiser +40, debilitator for 5 seconds, poise. He also gives out the multi-barrier, increased status element chance against speed attribute enemies, which is good for, of course, you want to be farming Inheritance Trials or Inheritance Zone. Flurry +1, enhancer, which is nice. Guard break, plus hidden enemies. On top of that, he has the status element attack boost for 80 and a gauge effect for 30%. So not bad there. He also has that cool gauge effect. So overall, he's going to be your enhancer. He's going to be the person giving you your shields, that good stuff. And even in Brave Battles, even though you don't see him a lot, he's still pretty decent. I've seen some pretty crazy stuff with him, even when I've been playing. So not a character you want to sleep on. But well, for that's pretty much gonna be it for those three. Now moving on to the other characters that I would think would be good in value. This Drugrim right here, he has a Squad Zero killer, which I mean, other than Brave Battles, isn't too good. But he does have the Brave Battle invincibility, so if you do what he needs to do, like get him his stuff, he can be pretty good. Though we do of course have Ishin and a couple others, but he's good for anybody who's new. Now he has a Bracer plus 20, Berserker 50% poise. He has a Brave Battle counter. He also has Flurry plus 1, Sprinter plus 1, Temporary Invincibility, which with Yuha running around kind of nerfs him a little bit, but even then, he has the Pierce Barrier, which is really, really nice. So, he can stay alive for 10 seconds, or you can get rid of their Yuha. Pretty good unit. He was once again one of the ones I used to use before I got Ishin, and now Ishin, Macy, and my freaking Aizen just going crazy out here. Absolutely going crazy. But overall, pretty good unit. One of my first ones that I got that was really, really good. Now moving on down to Nemu here. She has a Hollow Killer. Then she also has Long Reach, Havoc, Bruiser, Berserker, Devastation, Frenzy plus 1, Sprinter plus 2, so you already know she's going to be moving. Freeze duration minus 100, and that's pretty much about it, actually. That's actually a pretty short list. I thought she had more. Because I do have her. I haven't done anything with her yet, but I do have her, so I thought she'd have a little bit more, but I guess that's pretty much it. Even then, though, she still does a lot of damage, so overall, not a character you want to sleep on, so if you do get her, she's not going to be a bad unit. And then this Toshiro, we gotta go ahead and talk about him because, of course, Toshiro's my favorite captain. I like using him. I haven't maxed him out. In fact, I might max him out just to showcase him because I really, really, really want to try him out. He has he is the Soviet captain, killer for a round card, which is alright. But he does have Long Reach plus 20, Berserker plus 20, Devastation plus 40, Sprinter plus 1, Bruiser plus 20, Frenzy plus 1 debilitator for 5 seconds, and he also has Poise. So overall, pretty decent unit, nothing bad. So I wouldn't be disappointed in myself if you did get him, because he is really, really freaking good. But other than that, that's pretty much going to be it. It'd be better if he had 2 killers, but hey, can't have it all. Can't have it all. But overall, he has a lot of range. A lot of range. In fact, he has, in my opinion, if not the same amount of range as Thousand Year Blood War Toshiro, like adult form, he has a little bit more. So, especially with the long reach, really, really good there. Other than that, though, you got Mayuri. I mean, he's alright. Mayuri's alright. He has Sword per Killer, so he could be good in Brave Battles, but for the most part, he's decent. He has Berserker, Devastation, Weakened Defense. The complete status immunity could be really useful there. Bruiser plus 20, Frenzy plus 1, Debilitator for 5 seconds, and Sprinter plus 2. Overall, not bad, but not the best either. And then the last 2 we got up here would be Basby with an Arankar killer. And then, I mean, the best thing on him would be the increased status element chance against power attribute Arankars. But that's the problem, though. It's Arankars specifically. If it was just power attribute characters, it'd make him a little bit better on this list. But unfortunately, it's only Arankars. But he does have the Bruiser, Berserker, Devastation, Havoc, Frenzy, and Sprinter plus 1 is alright. So, I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that it just said power attribute or wrong cards, it would be a little bit better. But unfortunately, kind of nerfed him there a little bit. Kind of nerfed him there. I mean, he does have the wrong card killer, but that's probably it. He had a Sober killer, at least be usable in Brave Battles. But moving on next to the last, but the word, not least, I'm surprised this Uryu is that bad since this is like the strongest form of Uryu we see in the show. I mean, he has Sober killer, right? But then you go down here, and he has Bruiser, Berserker, Devastation, Sprinter, Havoc, Frenzy. He even has Element Reversal and Guard Break. But that's pretty much about it. Like, he doesn't get much else. He really doesn't get much else. And I feel like he could have been so good in Brave Battles or good in general. Like, they could have made him pretty good. But this is an older character, so it is to be expected. Not the best, though. Not the best. I mean, his Soul Bomb's alright. He's basically heals all of his teammates and also, inflicts damage because the antithesis. But out of all of them, I'm probably, I guess he's above Boss B, I would say, except for the fact that, if I'm correct, yeah, I put him above Boss B, because Boss B is weak to him, so, that, I'd say Uri is about there, but as far as everything else is concerned, that's pretty much about it for the banner. So, in order of ranking, I would say, of course, these 3 are the top ones you want to see, but if you don't get any of these, I would have to say that you probably want to see Drugrim, Toshiro, and Nemu first, and then out of the rest of them, it is what it is. But other than that, if you already have these characters, me personally, I would say you don't need to summon. Save your orbs for anniversary. If you're new into this game or don't have these characters yet, they would be a great addition for your team. But on top of that, keep in mind that you do have anniversary, though. At the same time, for you guys have a lot more orbs that you can get because it is brand new stuff for y'all. But without further ado, this is pretty much coming from me. So tell me down below in the comment section, are you guys going to be summoning on this banner? Are you not? Are you going to be saving for anniversary? Who you guys think the anniversary character is going to be? Me personally, I think we're probably going to be getting maybe a Rukia and Byakuya due to the fact that Thousand Year Blood War is rolling around. And those are two big events or two big fights that we're going to be seeing. So I think we might get a Rukia and Byakuya. But hey, I want to know what you guys think. I'm going to head out. Thank y'all for watching. And this is ShinobiEevee signing off. Peace.